Hello, my name is James Nema. In this video, I will demonstrate how I created my NZN College uh, Student Success Center domain using Windows Server 2025 Data Center in Microsoft Azure. I will walk through um, installing Active Directory, creating my domain, NZN Success.cops, and then setting users, share folders, and configuring group policies according to the project requirements. So that is the instruction of the assignment. Uh, I read all the instructions and then I created my virtual machines in Azure. So my virtual machines needs NZN Success Center. So that is the virtual machine's name. So my virtual machine is running, as been indicated here, it's running. And then I have to go now to my RTB folder, which is the remote desktop folder, which is this. I have already downloaded it, so I'm going now to log in to my remote desktop. So I come down to download. So I firstly minimize this. Just a side note, I've also downloaded the NZN College logo from the web and then store into my local machines. So I will come here and then come to download. So that is my virtual machines, NZN Success Center. So I click on it to open it. So as it's open, I have to log in a different account. So I log in with NZN. There's a name. I put a password. Then log in. So my virtual machine is open. So I close it. This computer. So just closing the system. Let's see. Okay, so there's my virtual machines, as you can see here, is in. So there's indicator. It's a clear indications that I'm logging. As I'm logging on the domain. Yeah. So there's one the assignment, and the next that I have to do here is to. So the next is I have to show you the structure. So I come to tools and then come to Active Directory user and computers, and then you see my domain is here. See the domain is in college. So, so as I said, there is the domain NZN.cops, and then you see NZN College. 1 minute. Hold on. NZN College Success Center. So within NZN College Success Center, you see the advisors, and these advisors we are here, student advisors. We have SSC advisors, we have SSC domain administrators, we have student census manager. So these are the organizational unit that I created on Anzen College, Anzen Student Center. So this is it. And then is that other directory, user and computers, I created my main organizational unit, which is named Anzen College Student Center, Student Success Center rather. And then under it, I have created three organizational unit, which is the manager, the students, the advisor, and the domain. So you see the advisor, the domain administrators, and the manager. So I have accomplished that already. Okay, now let's look at manager. I created one manager joined because I named should name a fresh name in a group. The group is manager, but I named manager John as the manager in this group. And then I named for advisor. I get about 5 advisor. Okay, advisor Angeline, advisor James, advisor Levi, advisor Mary, advisor Swapa. And then we have the advisor group. And then the domain administrator, we got admin backup for this one. So that's what I do to accomplish all of this one. So the next thing I would do is to go to the folder and then show the folder and the properties to you as well. So I created this folder in C drive. So I go to File Explorer. And then come to this PC, C drive. So there is a folder. The folder I created, the share folder. So if you open the share folder, you see advancing documents, you see administrative report. If you open your administrative report, you see final advancements, which is in text in a text document. So yet again, if you see this, you also have final administrative reports. So I created the two subfolders with the text file in them both, and then we have the main folder. So this is how I created that. And then I also gave this folder, like for example, the vaccine, and I right click and I come to properties. You see sharing. So if you see in advanced sharing, then permission, you see that students of Vaxa group having permissions to this folder, and then they can change read. They don't have manager having permissions to this folder as well. So if you see the above, you know they have permissions to this folder. So the same permissions apply to the security. So I log to the security, and then look the permission as well. So if you see the advanced permissions, you will see that students of Vaxa is also have permissions to this folder, the security logon as well. So students of Vaxa. So you see there. So yet again, administrative reports. Just trying to verify sharing, advanced sharing. So permissions. You see that manager have permissions. The permission manager has full control. So manager have full control permissions. And then if you log into the security, you also see that manager have full control in the security. So both sharing and security, accomplish that for both folders as well. So this is what I did to accomplish this part of it. The next thing I did was uh, to to save my Anzen College logo into this folder. So to prepare the group policy for the desktop background, I copy the Anzen College logo image into the net login share located at the C drive Windows and cell system volumes and then system volume slash anzencollege.com. So what I did was this, I just put it in here. So this is the file path that I saved Anzen College logo in here. So the logo is in here. Yeah, I saved the logo. so that to prepare me for the group policy for the desktop background. So I use that and save it here. If you follow this, you can get it to do SYS volume systems, as in college scripts, and then scripts. Okay, that's why I put the image. It is through this place you will find the image. So the next thing, further I went to tools, group policy management. So I come to Engine College and I start desktop policy. So what I did for the start desktop policy, which I created already, then right click and then edit. I also set this policy. I want the preference, Windows settings, and then sorry, I went to start policy, desktop policy, and then Windows settings, user configuration, sorry, policy, and templates, and desktop. So I included the desktop policy for this. So I set up the desktop enable added desktop policy, which I created, and then I enable. Sorry. Okay. So what I did here was that I created the start desktop policy for the background. So in the group policy management, I created a new GPO called the start desktop policy, desktop background policy, which is this, the start desktop background policy. And in the group policy objects, you see I also created a default browser, and then I also have the staff desktop background policy within these policies. So that's how I created the policy. I did all of that in the background. And then since the recording is going to an end, let me just try to wrap it all and go to the end. So that's how I created both the default browser and the staff desktop policy, which I included the Ensign College image, which I put in the previous one. Okay, so to set the default browser, so what I did was I created this already, and then just right click on it, and then go to edit. So I come to preferring the user configurations, preferring, and I come to control panel setting or control panel settings, and come to internet settings. So that's how I created. I took that address and then copy it and put it in this address. So that's how I accomplish this by including the internet web page in here. Thank you. So after that, to enforce the password policy, what I did was to come now here to default domain policy, and then click edit. And after edit, I come to computers and configurations policy, window, and then come to security policy. So account, I click on account, and then password. So in full policy, so this the minimum password should be 12. So I click here, and then minimum password is a minimum password length. Minimum password length. Yeah, so I click here, I define, and then go to 12. Yep, apply, okay. And then complexity, enable complexity. So I enable complexity and okay. That's how I did that. And then finally, and this is a domain administration. Domain administrations. I've also added the backup, and I make the backup. I check the properties and memo of the domain administrator. So this completes my assignment. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy my assignment. Thank you.